Good morning, Crystal Palace. Welcome to the Upper Norwood Library Hub live lunch. This is intended as some entertainment to spread useful information, keep everyone connected to the local community, and perhaps provide a bit of a break in the current situation, maybe from work. Today, instead of a guest, I'm actually going to give you an update on all things Crystal Palace as far as I can. So I have updates for you on who is selling food, who's delivering, where you can get certain things, where you can get help if you need it, how you can offer help as well, and as many things as I could find. I'm sure I will have missed a few, so please feel free to get in touch. I'm going to do this every week or two. So yes, if you want to be included and I haven't included you, I apologise. Please get in touch and I'll include you next time. So to start with, I thought I'd start with food and drink. So the first thing is Haynes Lane Food Market, Crystal Palace Food Market, very much still operating. They're all operating in slightly different ways. So the stall holders who are going to be there, they're all on different days, different times. Some are collection only, so you have to order earlier in the week. Really worth having a look at that. They've got stalls, they have fruit, veg, meat, fish, dairy and bread, among other things, I think. They've also got quite a few of their stall holders are delivering, so things like cheese, vegan cheese, Brett and Bailey's cakes, there's oil, various other things who are all doing deliveries. You can find out about absolutely all of that. Ready meals as well, some people are delivering ready meals from the market stalls. So you can find out about all of that in one place at crystalpalacefoodmarket.co.uk. It's got a very comprehensive list of who is operating, when and how, and it's got you covered on pretty much all of the essentials, I think. The next one is Crystal Palace Flower Market. About a month ago, overnight, became a fruit and veg delivery service. So they are delivering fruit and veg boxes around Crystal Palace. They are also at the Alma every day from 11. So you can catch them at www.crystalpalacefruitandvegbox.co.uk. You can also send them a text. So Pete and Harmony, you can text them 07930310456. So particularly if you're local and you're vulnerable, you're self-isolating, they will deliver fruit and veg to you very, very fast, generally. It's usually the same day, I think. So they're doing an amazing service. Next thing, so Brown and Green are doing takeaway meals and also home baking kits and things like bread flour. I know lots of people have said that they're struggling to get bread flour and sugar and things to bake, and we're all at home. You know, I'm actually really enjoying that I have more time to cook and to bake, but then that's very frustrating when you can't actually get the things you need to do it. So so Brown and Green, among several others, have you covered on that one. They've also got isolation kits, which sort of a set mix of kind of bread, milk, eggs and certain essential things. Toilet roll, I believe, being one of them. So you can catch them www.brownandgreencafe.com/online-ordering. So give them a shout. And then who else have I got? I have a very long list. I have about 4 pages worth here. So 4 boroughs are doing a range of various things. So they're doing obviously coffee beans, they'll grind them for you if you want. They're doing pastries, cakes, they're selling vegan cheese. What else are they doing? I had some peanut butter from them this week, which was amazing. It's the biggest tub you have ever seen. It should last me about a month and it's so good. It's probably going to last me about 2 weeks. So you need to order during the week for collection on Saturday, but they're giving everybody individual collection time, so they're being absolutely as safe as possible. And you can catch them on Instagram or Twitter. Their handle is at @4 _boroughs. Chaz and Momo are doing a bread delivery service. There's sort of, rather than delivery to your home, they've got various collection points around the southeast London, quite close together. So they're doing really good. They have a lot of collection points, and you can find one that's near to you. They're doing a kind of bread bag for £10, which is a variety of several different kinds of bread that you can choose, and a choice between brioche buns or hot cross buns. And I got a delivery a couple of weeks ago, and it was just the most enormous amount of bread you've ever seen. I did freeze most of it, and it has unfrozen beautifully. They've also just had an app built for them. So I think this week you can find out updates on your delivery. So it's going to be really precise in terms of when to pick up from different collection points. And I believe they're hoping from next week to actually be able to let people order through the app as well. So best way to find them is on Instagram, and they are at Chasmomo, so CHASMOMO. Blowing Dandelion are doing deliveries, but this weekend they are also opening. They're providing a hatch service, so you won't be allowed in the shop, but you will be able to come and collect your orders and also get coffee. And I am so happy about the idea of being able to get a flat white this weekend. I have Neil's amazing coffee at home anyway, but the idea of actually being able to have a flat white made by him is just incredible. So they are doing cake, chocolate, obviously, chocolates, cake, vegan cake, coffee beans for collection or delivery. And then they've just started making ice cream, which also, those of you who've had it before, it's the usual amazing standard. So all of those things available for delivery, but also this weekend for collection, I think 10 till 4, Saturday and Sunday. And you can get them. Their website is blowingdandelion.org, or you can find them on Instagram at bd_chocolate. So Blackbird Bakery also has you covered on some essentials for home baking, as well as the obvious bread, pastries, cakes. They are now open from 9 till 3, Tuesday to Saturday, and they have things like eggs and flour and yeast, as well as the sweet things. And oh, I've managed, no, I have written it down. It's their website is blackbirdbakerylondon.co.uk. I think you can get updates there, but they're also obviously on other forms of social media. Dalhousie is doing whole cakes. So if you're looking for something for a special occasion, or if there's a lot of you in the house, I'd be worried about getting a whole cake. I would actually eat it all myself, which would be amazing. But if you want a whole cake, you can order from them. You just give them a ring. So it's 07711 924 610, or you can have a look at www.dalhousie.london, and that's DALHOUSIE. And they're based right in the centre of the triangle, and they'll deliver within a 3-mile radius of that. Moving on to alcohol, if anybody wants to top up that. Ken at Urban Cellar is delivering, and you can catch him info@urbancellar.com. He's also on Instagram at urban_cellar_crystal_palace_. Keep going with the underscores and you're all good. And he's actually doing amazing sort of personal service for you. If you contact him on this email and you tell him your budget and kind of what you like, he will offer you some personal recommendations and then deliver them, which I think is awesome. The Gypsy Hill Brewery is also delivering, which is great. And from looking at their social media right now, although they're very sad to have had to close the tap room for the moment, the massive advantage is that they've thrown all their energy and stuff into making more beer. So they've got a whole load of new stuff at the moment, I think. So have a look at them. That's www.gypsyhillbrew.com/shop. And you can also get them on Instagram at Gypsy Hill Brew, which is great. Then something I've noticed, because I've really been trying to avoid Sainsbury's, I just got terribly scared off by the enormous queue, that actually a lot of the smaller shops around here do have all the essential stuff that I think it's got better now, but I know Sainsbury's had run out of things like pasta and bread flour very, very early on, and eggs, gold dust. And And actually quite a lot of the smaller shops around here do have things. So I think I found pasta and eggs at the organic fruit and veg market just on Central Hill and things. And there's lots of those smaller shops that do seem to be really well stocked. It's worth a look. And then most of the takeaways are operating as normal. So if you want to not have to cook for a night, that's easily organised. And then a lot of the non-food shops around here are also operating a delivery service or even collection in some cases. So all the places like Decorum, Papagayo, Bookseller Crow, Secret Garden. So if you need entertainment during this time as well, there are all sorts of options, local shops around the Triangle that can deliver stuff to you. Moving on then, yes, so just actually one thing I needed to add to the smaller shops around here that do have a lot of the essentials. Some very sad news actually on the local Facebook group and Gypsy Hill, Friends of Gypsy Hill Facebook group, that we've actually lost a local shopkeeper to COVID-19 in the last few days. Firstly, there's a crowdfunding page has been set up for his family. So if you would like to help support through what must be just an unbearably difficult time, that would be very much appreciated. And that's https://justgiving.com/crowdfunding/Kumar Freshco. So Kumar Freshco. Huge sympathy to Kumar's family. That's really awful, and it's a very good reminder to all of us that the social distancing and hygiene guidelines from the government are not only about our own safety but about keeping safe everybody that we interact with. So please keep washing your hands, keep distance, keep safe, and keep everyone else safe. Moving on to a few more positive stories that I've heard from around Crystal Palace. So we have lots of people, I think, 3D printing personal protective equipment for the NHS, which is amazing. So I've seen some comments about Dulwich College DT teachers have been using the 3D printers to make protective equipment, and I believe Grove chemists on the Triangle have in fact benefited from that, which is amazing. And there was a lovely picture somewhere on social media in the last couple of weeks showing the Grove chemists staff all wearing the visors that had been made for them by Dulwich College, which is lovely. There's a local guy called Tony Kemp who is using his 3D printers to print as much personal protective equipment as he can. I'm getting updates from the GoFundMe page every day or two, and he's managing huge amounts, and he's just doing it. But if you would like to get involved and help support, obviously, if he has a bit of crowdfunded money, he can do more. And he said that he would like to be able to buy another 3D printer to enable him to do more, and if he can raise enough money on the crowdfunding page to do that, then at the end, when things, I don't know if normal is even the word to use anymore, but when it's no longer needed, he was going to donate the 3D printer to a local school or local charity or good cause that can use it well. So the crowdfunding money will all go to good and helpful things for the local community and beyond. Then what else? Just something that I came across recently, thanks to Joe Duggan for that. Anybody who's good at needlework, who wants to get involved, wants to help with the current situation, have a look at For the Love of Scrubs. It's just amazing looking at how many people across the UK are making scrubs for their local hospitals for people who need them. Massive shortage at the moment, and just making them out of duvet covers or whatever they have in the house. And there's some amazing pictures on there. So if you have needlework skills and you are looking for a project to help at the moment, look up on Facebook For the Love of Scrubs. What else? Yes, Eastern Cuisine. Again, I got this from Facebook a couple of days ago. Eastern Cuisine are donating meals for vulnerable people and the NHS workers, and they are doing this anyway, I think. But if you would like to help support them in this, there's also a crowdfunding page for them. and you can, it's £5, costs £5 to give a meal to somebody, and you can basically subsidise a meal for a vulnerable person or an NHS worker, which I think is incredible. Good. Moving on a bit further, if you are looking for ways to help or looking for help, there's a few places that you can go. So the Mutual Aid Facebook group is brilliant. This is a special Mutual Aid COVID-19 page, but it's linked to Crystal Palace Local, so you can find it through that. If you want to help or you need help, that's a good place to go if you're on Facebook. If you are a small business and you are concerned about the current situation, you want advice, as I'm sure so many of us are, especially around Crystal Palace because it's so full of small, amazing independent shops, and the situation for all small businesses, freelancers particularly, must feel very, well, it does, I know, freelance, feels very precarious at the moment, and there's no way of knowing what is going to happen or how soon we might get some help from the government. So if you have concerns, you can contact the Federation of Small Businesses, which is fsb.org.uk, and get some help from them. There's also the freelancers group in Crystal Palace. So they're on Facebook and Twitter. They have a freelancers meetup every month, but there's also lots of helpful information, people offering services, just ways to support each other through this time on there. The Crystal Palace Town team are creating a directory of local businesses, so this might also help to try and keep up-to-date information about opening hours, delivery services, and just everything in one place. So if you want to get your business on that, please contact them, because the more people who do it, obviously the more accurate, the more comprehensive it is, the better it is for everybody. So you can contact them at crystalpalacetownteam@gmail.com. And then the other thing that sort of is a separate enterprise but kind of goes with this is that the Friends of Gypsy Hill are creating an interactive map of the local area. So it's mainly obviously Gypsy Hill, but they have included the triangle on it as well. And that's again about the local businesses and information about that, and it is interactive, so you can actually go in and add information or change information, so that's also really, really helpful. Moving on then to more I don't know, entertainment based things, I suppose. The Friends of Gypsy Hill are currently running a banner competition, as some of you may know. This is to hang on the lampposts on Gypsy Hill, and they've actually extended the deadline for this to the 8th of May. So you've got a little bit of time to do that. You can find it all on their Facebook page and also on their website. So I'm hoping that we have all the links to the side of this video. There's a lot of links, I appreciate that, but they should all be to the side of the video. So please do have a look if you have need a project to do, or you fancy a bit of art. That'd be amazing. So it's draw something that is good about Gypsy Hill, basically, and the winners will have their banners actually created and hanging from the lamppost in Gypsy Hill, which is amazing. And then I think the last thing I have for you in terms of sort of interesting news or good news is a couple of weeks ago we had Paul O'Neill on the show telling us about the creative design competition for kids. So this is another creative design competition, and the winner has actually been chosen, and I think they're thinking about running another competition. So we're hoping that Paul is going to come back on the show maybe next week and tell us about the results of the competition, who they picked and why, and then also about any future competitions. So fingers crossed with that one. Brilliant. So that's it for my updates on Crystal Palace local area for today. As I said at the beginning, if I've missed anybody off, I'm very sorry. Please do give us a shout and I'll add you to the next lot of updates. The only other thing really I need to tell you about is the live streaming program with the Library Hub. So if you're looking for entertainment, you don't need to look any further. We have a huge amount of different things live streaming every day. We have mindfulness and yoga regularly every day, I think. We have children's stories every day, 10:30 in the morning. We also have adults bedtime stories, quite gothic, full costume and stuff, which is very exciting in the evenings. We have live music, we have singing classes, we have Talkioki this afternoon, which is a live chat show that anybody can just come along and join in, and it'd be really lovely if we have some local people joining in on that. That'd be amazing, since it's actually sort of based through the library hub. That would be really good to have some Crystal Palace locals. So come and get involved in the chats, open to anyone. And there's more stuff, and it's the programme is growing and changing all the time, so please keep an eye on that. The library hub obviously at the moment is closed, so we're not getting revenue or support in the usual way. So you can support us by basically tuning in and helping us have high numbers watching. And actually following on from that, we are making a load of funding applications at the moment. What's really, really helpful for that is to have some positive comments from you guys who watch stuff, use the service, tune into the live streams, and tell us what you like and how it's helping you. So if you feel like leaving us a comment either by this video or send us a message, add onto our Facebook page, anything like that, it would be incredibly helpful to have comments that we can use in funding applications that show that what we're doing is useful and helpful. And then just the final thing to say is that we are always looking for people to come on this show and chat to us. So we've had a massive variety of people. We've had local traders, we've had Noreen came and talked to us from Crystal Palace Festival, Andy came and talked to us from Friends of Gypsy Hill. We had Paul, who had the creative design competition for children, just a local architect. We had Tony, who's doing the 3D printing of personal protective equipment for the NHS. So we've had a massive variety. And it's really lovely to have that and just find out what's actually happening in Crystal Palace. Give us some things to connect with that we might not otherwise find out about. So if you have something you'd like to come and talk to us about, or you know somebody who might, we would love to hear from you. And that's all from me for today. So stay safe, enjoy the sunshine, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.